Let's do the first question on this worksheet together as an example. So the first thing to notice here is that the Social Security tax rate is 6.2% and the Medicare tax rate is 1.5%. Now these have not changed in several years, but they could change during any fiscal year. We're going to look at the first employer, Alan A. And then when you do all the other ones, you'll do the same basic process. So the first thing we need to find is his income tax. To find his income tax, we need to look at his total wages, and we need to look for this value in the tax table. Here is our tax table. And back on the problem, we saw that Alan was married, so we're using the table for married people. And his total wages were $602.27. So that would be in this row because he made more than $600 but less than $610. If we went back to that original problem, we'd see that he had 3 allowances. That puts us in this column. So the place where this row and this column intersect tells us what his income tax should be. So we're going to go back to that table and add in $25 as the income tax. Just to note that that table was from 2008, and those numbers do change every single year. So when you go to do your own taxes, you'll use a different table, but a similar method where you find your row and your column to figure out what tax you're going to pay. Next, we need to figure out how much money Alan is going to pay in Social Security and Medicare. So for Social Security, that rate was 6.2%. So we're going to find 6.2% of his wages, which was $602.27. To find 6.2% of that, remember that 6.2%, the word percent literally means divided by 100. So 6.2 divided by 100. And then that gives me a value of $37.34. So that's his Social Security value. And then similarly, his Medicare is 1.45%. So we take his earnings and we multiply by 1.45%. Remember, percent literally means divide by 100. And that works out to $8.73 with an extra 2 at the end there. So we are going to round that off to $8.73. We won't use an extra decimal since that doesn't really make sense in this scenario.